All right, welcome back to Madrid, and we have women's semifinals kicking off, which is weird because we just still haven't even got the men's semifinals locked in yet. But Andreeva versus Baptiste. Baptiste took out Sabalenka, saving so many match points in the last match in possibly upset of the year. Maybe it is upset of the year. Probably upset of the year, right? And then we've got Andreeva, who hasn't had the easiest road, but she's gotten through anyway. So let's see how Andreeva does as being the favorite, because she is the favorite to win this tournament now. She is definitely the favorite. So let's see. And then we've got Kostyuk Potapova coming up tonight, which we'll watch a little bit later. And then, yeah. But Baptiste, 30th seed. She got a bye in the first round. She took out Quevedo, then Palini, Bencic, and Sabalenka. I mean, that's a hell of a list. Palini, Bencic, Sabalenka. And now takes on Andreeva. I mean, she wins the tournament. She deserves the tournament. Andreeva, number 9 seed, got a bye in the first round. Took out Udvardy, Gelfi, Bonder. So 3 Hungarians. And then took out Fernandez in the quarters. And they weren't easy. The last 2 matches have been pretty tough. Does he show the live match? That's illegal. I can't do that. That's illegal. But I can tell you, I'm going to tell you what's going to go on. So if you want to stick around and stay up to date, I can tell you what's happening, but I can't show it. That's super, that's impossible. Yeah, schedule for tomorrow. Yep. Thank you, Dutchie. Yeah, I get to go out tomorrow night until midnight and then I come back. Yay. I can go out until 11:30 and then I have to work. All right, play should be coming out in a few, probably 5 minutes. Roof's open. Crowd is starting to come back. You look rested today? Yeah. Good, I'm glad I look rested. I'll take it. Who's going to win? That's a great question. Probably, I'll say on Andreeva, because Baptiste is coming off that remarkable victory, and I don't know how much she's got left in the tank. But it would be, I could see Baptiste winning this. But I'll go on Andreeva in 3. Zverev didn't play yesterday, so I got to go to sleep before midnight. Cool. As a blocked fan, I feel decent about him playing Kaboli or Zverev to get to the final. Yeah, fair enough. Come down to nerves more than endurance, I think. Yeah, well, that's true too. How is Andreeva? We know she can get scared and get nervous in matches. So, yeah. But let's see. Andreeva for her second 1,000, you reckon? Maybe. I mean, she did break out here 3 years ago, so this is the one that she showed her stuff the first time. For the first time on the WTA. So, yeah, maybe. By the way, chat, how's everyone's team going after that? Has anyone got over 2,000 points? What's everyone's points total so far? How's everyone doing in the ATP Fantasy? I'm on 2,110, which I'm pretty happy with. Would have loved, Ruud to win and get the extra bonus points, but as long as Zverev wins, I'll be okay. I have no team. It's going well. Well, yeah, okay. 1868, okay. Nice. 6261 according to the experts. Andreeva. Okay, the experts. What experts? Is that like AI? I'm on 0? Fair enough. 2K plus, but with Rude, I just have Sinner left. Okay. 2264, but that's because I use triple bonus on Sinner. Okay. How many points do you have, Cam? So I'm on 2,110. Yeah. Oh, are they starting to do live? Oh, they're starting to do live updates, are they? In the standings. Because or is it after a week they changed it? Because I'm apparently up to 643 in the live. Wait, do they update it maybe they update it after the first week? Or do they update it daily? Has anyone else seen that? 2164 for me. I use alternates this week. Yeah, I use alternates as well. You're still top 10. I am like 41. Okay. Yeah, because they must update it. Did they update it after the first week? Have I missed that? No, this is the first I see live points updates. Okay, so they must have. Maybe it's. Well, I guess we'll tell at the end of the day if my ranking is still the same. Yeah, because I'm 643 for the tournament week. In tournament week 3. So, and I hadn't seen that before. And the week before I was. Yeah, so I hadn't seen like this usually happens after the tournament. So yeah. Is anybody like everybody must be seeing that, right? All right, we'll just keep an eye on that for after the Zverev match then. Because that'd be really handy if they updated it like after every match. Or after every day even. 1556 for me, fair enough. What have I missed? So apparently, like you can... I don't know if they've updated it just for this week, because like 2-week Masters, or if they've updated it for the tournament, but... Or for the, like, if they're doing it on the daily, but... apparently, you can get... like they're showing the updated rankings for the tournament week. Well, I'm in the top 1,000, so that's fun. For now. For now. Here come the players. We'll see if that lasts. I wanted to get to top 1,000. That'd be great. All right. By the way, why is the guy on WTA TV reading a script? Because I can hear him. He's like, something that you cannot talk about you cannot judge in tennis is intangibles. And I'm like, bro, he sounds like a robot. He is reading something. He sounds like he's reading a teleprompter. He sounds like he's reading something. Does anyone else hear that? It's very like robotic, and he is saying that this is what is going to happen in the match, and maybe I should start sounding like that. That's what the professionals do. Rude losing has kind of screwed my team. Yeah, he didn't get the upset defeat yet, so that hasn't updated. He'll get minus 20 for the upset, right? So I'm actually on 2,090. Wishing for the upset. Hailey versus Marta final. Okay. I just have Feast and Sinner left. Hey, at least you got a finalist. Zverev Kabalik prediction. Zverev in 3. I checked, and I am at 868 from 1,800. Nice. Nice. Got a couple of us in the top 1,000. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Players are on. So let's see. Let's see how Baptiste can back up that massive win. All right. Madrid is always a tough tournament. Maybe more than Rome. Yeah, it's always causes. We always see a lot of upsets, don't we? Has Kostruk won 10 matches in a row? Maybe. Prediction for this match? I'm going to go with Andreeva in 3. Forgot the website where I picked. Oh, no. I'm on 23-20 this week. Not bad. Yeah, Morven, you must have gone flying up the rankings then. You must be up. You must be flying up the total. Because you're that's a huge score. Because they're updating apparently in real time. Yeah, you're up to 2,290. I mean, your team is crazy. Your team is crazy. Did Baptiste peak the last match? We'll find out. She played a hell of a match, though. If she can play like that, she'll win again today. Nice shirt, Cam. Thank you. We absolutely wrecked the Cincinnati Reds. So here I am, rocking the jersey. All right. They played once before, and Andreeva got that win. Back in July of last year at Wimbledon. It was the third round. It was 1-3 in favor of Andreeva, but Baptiste has come a long way since then. A lot better now. So let's see if she can Baptiste can overturn that. Can I live in Cincinnati? Fair enough. Lehechka Hoda with my different majors, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had picked up Hoda. Damn it. All right, here we go. It's going to be, I think, Baptiste to serve. Andreeva the favorite. Baptiste has like a 3% chance winning according to the experts. I don't know who you're listening to. 2-1 is incoming Baptiste 1 easily. Okay. I wish Baptiste to win. There is no one like her in the WTA. Original tennis and great personality. All right, Baptiste is going to serve. Here we go. Can she keep knocking out the seeds? Or is she going to be stopped by Andreeva? Here we go. Baptiste's going to serve first. Who you got, chat? Who you got winning this one? All right, Baptiste to serve. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Baptiste comes in with a forehand drive volley, but missed it in the net. And it's love 15. Screw it, Baptiste in 3. Okay. Mirra too strong. Mirra in 2. Andreeva in 3. All right, Baptiste 15. Oh! 15 all. Would love it for Baptiste if she won. Let's see. So down to the backhand of Andreeva. Return goes long. 30-15. My team is not worth talking about. Okay. All right, 30-15. Baptiste serves again. An ace down the tee. Nice. All right, 40-15. Baptiste serves again. Serving to the forehand of Andreeva. Return is sliced. And then Baptiste with the forehand winner. One love, Baptiste. First game for Baptiste. Baptiste for the win. Baptiste in 2. Baptiste in straight sets. Felix is still over 27 coins. Yeah. Definitely not worth having. The Bencic Slayer 10 to make the final. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Let's see Andreeva serve. Andreeva in 3. Okay. By the way, chat, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. We're almost at 200 likes already, so thank you for that. All right, Andreeva to serve. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As Andreeva goes up the line and misses, love 15. Love 15. Serve again into the backhand of Baptiste. Return goes long. 15-0. All right, 15-0. Serve again from Andreeva. She serves an ace down the tee. Nice serve, Andreeva. 30-15. Muguruza in the house. Muguruza wears a different set of sunglasses every day. Every day she's worn a different set of sunglasses. Anybody else? Does that happen? Does anyone else do that? 4 hours. Oh, this very match starts in 4 hours. Backhand goes in the forehand of Baptiste. To the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste. Forehand goes wide. And Andreeva goes to 40-15. All right, 40-15. Serve again from Andreeva is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Return goes in. Andreeva puts a drive volley away. It's 1-1. Good hold from Andreeva. 1-1. Mirra going to test her fitness. I like Mirra in 28 games or so. All right, cool. Not going to lie, I enjoy your commentary more than watching the actual match. Okay, thank you. The best way to watch the channel is have the match on one screen or one tab, and then the other tab in the background have me yapping. That's the best way. That's how this channel, what this channel turned into. As a default, second serve. Chat, we've got coming up 8 years this year. When I started this thing. It's crazy. Backhand goes in the forehand of Baptiste. Backhand from Andreeva goes wide. And it's 15-love. Shout out to all the people that have me on the second screen that can't type in the chat because you're at work and you don't want to get in trouble. So shout out to you. We know you're here. Don't type anything, you get in trouble. Don't type anything. Don't type anything, but hey, we know you're there and listening. So thank you everybody who's listening out there. 15-love. As the return goes in the backhand of Baptiste up the line to the forehand of Andreeva. Lob goes up. And then Baptiste with a smash. Andreeva with a lob again. Goes in. Baptiste with a tweener. Goes long. 15-all. Uh, 15-all. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Joined almost 4 years ago. Damn. That's a long time. 15-all. Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate it. As the return goes in the backhand of Baptiste. Backhand in the net by Andreeva. 30-15. Since double figures you've been here. Jeez, Wesley, you've been here forever. Appreciate it. More often, interactions and trivia in chat is more enlightening than watching the game. Yeah, but all of the above. 30-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Always on the second screen. Woo! Second monitor content. Let's go. 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand now from Andreeva, and Baptiste back in the net. 30-all. Hey, thank you, Wesley. Appreciate it, mate. For sticking around. 30-all. Baptiste serves again. As the backhand return goes back into Baptiste. Drop shot's good. Andreeva gets it. Baptiste backhand pass. Goes wide. Andreeva's got a break point. 30-40. Break point for Andreeva. $30-40. This has all the makings of an epic. Yeah. As the backhand return goes out by Andreeva. Good serve. Baptiste gets a deuce. All right, deuce. Serve again from Baptiste. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Andreeva. Return the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste cross-court winner. Advantage Baptiste. Cam, it's strange to see that Andreeva's coaches dress like her opponent, the same colors and brand and such. Really? That's crazy. She must be sponsored. Must be sponsored. Back in return to the backhand of Baptiste. Drop shot's good. Too good. 2-1 Baptiste. Lovely drop shot. 2-1. All right. All right, 2-1. Hailey has to be feeling good after beating Sabalenka, but Mirra has been here before. Less nerves. I mean, you would think so. But also Andreeva being expected to win might bring new nerves, you know? I think Mirra will steal this bravely. Baptiste may mess up with that thought. Maybe. Future does look promising, yeah. Lower ranked players like Baptiste and Potapova have started in Madrid. Yep. I have this match at least 19 games. I'm not even mad Blocks took my money. Fair enough. Don't see much evidence of the Baptiste nerves, even with Sabalenka. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if Baptiste is going to show too many nerves. She is the underdog, so she can just rally and put all the pressure on Andreeva. All right, 2-1. As Andreeva to serve. 2-1 Baptiste. As a return from Baptiste goes long. 15 love. Can't remember what I said that Potapova deserved a wild card. Now she's in semis. Yeah. 15 love. Why does Block seem to have no hype? Because he's not from Spain. And he also hasn't been on a run like Hodar has. Like, Hodar hasn't just been good in Madrid. He was good 2 weeks ago, and he was good last week, and he's been good this week. So, like, yeah. Like, Bloksh hasn't been as in the spotlight the last couple of weeks like Hodar has. Back into backhand rally. Up the line now to the forehand of Baptiste. Volley's good by Andreeva. Baptiste puts up a love, but it's too short. And Andreeva gets the 40 love. All right, 40 love. All right, 40 love. Andreeva to level. Serve out wide to the back of Baptiste. Baptiste in the net. 2-0. Good hold from Andreeva. Probably because Hodar got all the home coverage for his event. But now that he's out. Yeah. No, I think it's that with a combination. Look. The one thing I think is because it's Spain. And with Alcaraz out, Hodar kind of sits in his spot, right? Because everybody, you know, as a young Spanish prospect with no Alcaraz, Hodar kind of fills that spot for now. For them to support, right? Belgium don't have that, right? At the moment. But also, yeah, like I said, Hodar he's been good the last couple of weeks, whereas Bloksh has been great this week. If Bloksh makes another semi or makes a quarterfinal next week in Rome, then going to the French Open, he will get as much hype as the others, right? Or as much, I hate that word hype. He'll get as much attention and as much, support as these other guys. But when you just break out one time, it's going to take, and he's probably been a little bit overshadowed by Hadar as well. Like they both broke out this week in a 1,000, but the local guy is going to get more support, right? And had he not have done anything, Hadar, this week, and it was Blocks that was the guy that like had this massive run, we'd probably be talking about him a lot more, and he'd be the one we'd focus on. But him and Hadar are kind of been, kind of battling for that, or at least Hadar's been winning that battle, right? As that hits a baseline, just Baptiste, and it's 15-love. Andreeva thinks it's out. She's asking the umpire, but of course the umpire will not move. Hawkeye said it was in. And Andreeva saying it's out like this. Yeah, Andreeva saying it's out by this much. We've had this issue a lot this week. And the umpire said, I have to follow the guidelines. I can't leave the chair to check. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, not all the players can be not all the players can be making this mistake. Yeah, it's affecting Andreeva, which stinks because, she feels like the ball's out by this much. And they're like, I can't do anything about it. The Hawkeye said it was in. Yeah. And I mean, she's not the only player that's had this, right? We've had Zverev, we had Raducanu, we had, I think, Kostyuk or Potapova. They both were talking about it. I think it might have been Potapova in the in that same match against Raducanu, right? It's so unfortunate that there's no, like, it's Hawkeye is right. That's it. Like, we go with that 100%. It's like, It can't be a coincidence that there's this many players who are like saying the ball is out. Like if it was one player doing it every time, you'd be like, okay. But multiple players doing it, like saying the ball's out by a long way. I mean, they can't all be wrong, can they? Like that wrong by saying it's out by this much. That's a big miss. That's a totally different. Like that's a long way to see the ball out. You can't all be looking at the wrong mark, right? As that goes out by Andreeva, and it's 3-2 Baptiste. They can't get out of the... So the reason why they can't get out of the chair is because if they get out of the chair and they check, then it becomes the umpire's responsibility, right? So let's play the game, right? So if, as Andreeva keeps going, if the umpire gets out of the chair and goes checks the mark, and then looks at the mark and it's actually out by this much, what are they going to do? Turn around and go, no, it's actually in. Like, are they going to lie? Whereas at least when they're in the chair, they can't see it, but they can't move. Yeah, the umpire's like, I can't see the baseline from here. Remember how they used to have to call the lines from there? That's crazy. And now they can't see it. But Andreeva's getting really upset here by this, and fair enough. So yeah, if they gets out of the chair, right, and he looks at the mark and Andreeva's right, it's out by this much, and he overturns the call, because what's he going to do? Say, no, actually, I saw it in, and that's the wrong mark. Like, what, is he going to lie? No. They're not going to, like, that would be crazy. The players would lose their minds. He gets out of the chair, and if he overrules Hawkeye, then everything is... Like, every time Hawkeye isn't 100%, people are going to freak out, right? So, I guess the umpires have to go by a rule of you don't leave the chair. Like, Hawkeye does the lines, you don't call the lines anymore. So, and this week, especially in Madrid, it feels like this week we've had a lot of these calls. It would be interesting if it happens in Rome, but like this many players can't be wrong. Right? That it's not, like, that it's making errors. Let's hope it doesn't affect Andreeva's performance now because she's let it distracted her a little bit. As with a 4 inside out winner, that's a good shot, 15 love. So yeah, so that's why the umpires can't get out of the chair, because if they overrule a call, Hawkeye will then be questioned, right? And then everyone's going to question every time it calls something that's close, and it's just going to turn into a bit of a mess. And then players won't trust it, and then all this shit. And then we won't trust it, and we're going to, everyone's going to question every single line call that's ever happened. So I can understand why the umpires can't get involved, but I also think there has to be a different way of doing it. There has to be a middle ground. We can't just let Hawkeye do everything, because if it does make an error, then there's no correction, right? There's no overcorrection. It's still better to have it though. It's still better to have Hawkeye doing the calls. But because we'll find out the French Open, every year the French Open, the last couple of years anyway, there has been, bad calls, and we've talked about it. It's been interesting. All right, 30 love. Forehand inside out winner from Andreeva, 40 love. But yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame that we can't figure out a rule that lets them come out the chair and do a little bit of correction. There's no middle. All right, return goes out by Baptiste. Andreeva holds, good hold after that distraction, and it's 1-all. Sorry, it's 3-all in the first set. 21 minutes played. When Penko throws a wobbly nowadays, we just laugh. Yeah, I mean, maybe she's onto something though. Maybe she's been right all along, All right. 3-all. And we had a fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Backhand forehand from Andreeva up the line goes wide. And it's 15 love. 15 love. All right, back to Baptiste, 15 love. Baptiste serves. A fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Backhand Baptiste up the line. Great shot. 30 love. Great accuracy from Baptiste again. 30 love. 30 love. Baptiste serves again. A fault, second serve. Return goes to the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits wide. It's 30-15. Technology is not 100% on live surface like clay. Yeah, and I think, look, this technology is only going to get better. It's only going to get more accurate, right? So I think, yes, we're going to have these disputes, right? But eventually, I don't know how long, but eventually I'm guessing they're going to improve the software and the technology to be at a point where it's it works perfectly on clay, right? It might not be perfect every time on clay at the moment. But what do we do? Scrap it and get back to the humans? And go back to that? I mean, is that the option? Or do we just kind of accept that, okay, there's going to be a bad call. Hopefully it's not in a big point, right? Hopefully it's not at 5-all in the fifth or 5-all in the third, in a final or something, that it changes a match. And then over time, it's going to get more and more accurate, better and better, and then, eventually we won't have these problems. That's sort of I think that's probably what they're trying to do, right? As that goes out by Andreeva on the return, and it's 40-30. That's probably how they're trying to navigate this, right? be like, okay, it might be some bad calls here and there, but we're gonna stick to it. Because eventually there's not gonna be any bad calls. It's gonna be fine. First serve's a fault, second serve. As a return, goes into the backhand of Baptiste. 4-1 from Andreeva, and Baptiste volley in the net, deuce. You know what they should do? Because I remember I don't think they did. Did they do challenges on clay? Maybe they did for a little bit, and then they turned to automatic line calls. Do you do lines people and then using Hawkeye as a backup for the lines people, or do you do Hawkeye and then the backup would be the people? Like, you know what I mean? Ace from Baptiste. Like, do you go back to like lines people and then using Hawkeye if there's like a really close call, right? And is that what? Because it felt like we went from like the people did the decisions and now the Hawkeye does the decisions on clay, and there was always like is it gonna work properly? We never really got that. Like, I mean, again, at the French Open, there will be a bad call that we'll be talking about because it happens every year. And we'll see. And they won't have the technology to double-check Hawkeye, right? As with a backhand down to the backhand of Andreeva. Good slice. Baptiste passing shot in the net, and it's back to deuce. Anyways, we'll probably talk about this later as well, because usually in the Zverev match, there'll be a bad call. We've had at least 2 a day. All right, deuce. Serve again. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Goes wide on the backhand. Nice serving from Baptiste. Advantage Baptiste to take the lead again. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Baptiste goes long. We're back at deuce. Uh-oh, we're in a bit of deuce jail here. All right, deuce. All right, good serve. The return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand from Andreeva to the backhand of Baptiste. Andreeva backhand again to the slice of Baptiste. Andreeva backhand again. On backhand Baptiste slice again. Andreeva again with the backhand of the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits a wide. Advantage Andreeva. Break point for Mirra. Advantage Andreeva. All right. Advantage on Andreeva to get the break. As we serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva, ran over the forehand, hit a backhand. Baptiste comes to the net. No, she doesn't. She stayed back. Hits a volley anyway, and then Andreeva hits a backhand up the line for a winner. Strange rally. Awkward rally. Both players out of position. Somehow got the shots back, but eventually Andreeva gets the break with a backhand up the line, and it's 4-3. 4-3. By the way, we're going to be in deuce jail for so many in this Zverev match. You just know it, right? You just know we are, right? It's going to be deuce jail for so many games in the Zverev match. All right. Great to have that kind of kick on serve, yeah. But I didn't get her out of the game. But lovely backhand up the line. Andreeva will win Madrid. Okay. I'll be shocked if Zverev has easy holds. Yeah, that's going to be such an interesting matchup. I mean, Caboli has been on fire the last couple of weeks. Zverev Caboli could be torture. Yeah, probably. But it would be fun. I mean, it would be entertaining. The last time they played was fun, so. It looked out, double-checked Hawkeye. All right, fair enough. Umpire comes check. Yeah, well, the umpire can't get out of the chair and check. 4-3 Andreeva. She has the break. All right, serve from Andreeva. 4-3. As Andreeva serves 30 minutes into this one. At this point, Mirra has to be the favorite. Yeah, she is. She's definitely the favorite. She's the only player that's won a 1,000, so. And she's the highest ranked player. Is Baptiste with a half volley in the net. 15 love. I think it's that baseline that's not calibrated correctly. Yeah, you know what, though? We probably don't. You know what could be a really good way to, like, so the baseline is obviously getting trampled on the whole match, right? As a bit of corner from Baptiste goes long, and it's 30 love. And I'm not sure how, like, from what I've seen, like, parts of it, that Hawkeye aligns itself with the lines, right? So when they paint the lines on the concrete for hard courts, it lines up like with that. I wonder if the clay being like all spotty all over the line, does that like, you know, does it not like track that line anymore because the line gets covered in clay? Like how, you know, what happens? Like does it you know, misalign and not be calibrated, right? And I wonder if having a camera on both baselines, right, would be a good like, because it doesn't seem to be happening on serves as much. But then again, you could put a camera on the baseline, put a camera along the service lines. I mean, then you could just put one on each baseline. It would be fine. You could put cameras everywhere, really. There's a bit of drop shot there. Good pickup from Andreeva with a lob, but she just hit it long, 40-15. But then we're starting to go to that technology I was talking about before, when it used to be like that, where they had the slow motion cameras, and which would be a good way to. You should be able to challenge on clay. Maybe that's what we should bring back. Bring back the challenges, and you can challenge Hawkeye on clay. But if you got to be right, you know. Ace down the tee, great serving, Andreeva, 5-3. But yeah, it'd be interesting if it happens in Rome, because it might just be a Madrid problem, right? Maybe Madrid's not working properly. In Rome, we might not have any of these issues, and then we can be fine. But it might just be something wrong with going on in Madrid. Maybe the cameras aren't picking up in the altitude. All right, Baptiste serving to stay in it now. As we get a fault second serve. As we get a return now from Andreeva to the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand from Andreeva sliced. Baptiste comes to the net with a slice backhand, but wins a point off the tape. Lovely bit of luck there from Baptiste. She'll take it. She says sorry, but she'll take it. 15 love. 15 love. A bit of fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Baptiste. Inside out winner. Clean shot. 30 love. Hawkeye is not going to accept its mistakes with the challenge. Yeah, look, it is such a yeah, it's not as easy as like, well, do this or do that, because once you start, well, they said it was 100% right, then yeah. Andreeva with a lovely backhand up the line, 30-15. Once you start questioning the technology, how far do we go then, right? Is everybody going to be like, are the players going to not trust it? And then if they don't trust it, is it going to make things worse than it is right now? Like, it's tough. Great shot from Andreeva, though. By the way, if you're drinking every time I say Hawkeye, you should be well and truly smashed by now, so you're welcome. 30-15. I'm drinking tea. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Andreeva. She shanks the return long, and it's 40-15. 40-15. All right, Baptiste to make Andreeva serve for the set. As Baptiste serves. Into the front of Andreeva. Slice goes short. Up the line from Baptiste. And then Andreeva with a pass, but the volley is too good by Baptiste. And it's going to be Andreeva serve for the first set. 5-4. All right. 5-4. 36 minutes in. Mirra winning in Paris would be mind-blowing. Would it be mind-blowing? I don't know about mind-blowing. She's definitely on the list of players that could win. Sabalenka lost. Maybe she had had those bad day moments. Sabalenka lost by the smallest of margins. Like that. I mean, there's not even a way to like, there's no way to be like, oh well, Sabalenka, blah blah. Like, there's not even like anything to analyze there. It's like she lost by not converting the match points. Like, it was so slim of margin. Like there's nothing to be like, oh well, she lost because this and this. It's like, no, she lost because she just didn't convert the match point. Baptiste played very well too, so like, credit to her. She had a bad day. A bad day would be losing 6-3, 6-4 in straight sets. Losing with match points is not a bad day. That's just unlucky, That's just very unlucky. And also, again, massive credit to Baptiste, right, for saving all those match points as well. All right, let's see if Andreeva can close out the first set. Here we go. Andreeva to serve. All right. As with a backhand rally. Forehand now from Andreeva into the forehand of Baptiste to the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Baptiste again. Goes in the net. 15 love. 15 love. All right, serving to the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste in the net, 30 love. All right, 30 love. As Andreeva serves, another fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Baptiste. Backhand now from Andreeva. Goes into the backhand of Baptiste. Is long from Baptiste. 40 love. Andreeva to take the first set. And that was out. 40 love. Andreeva to take the first set. First serve's a let. As Andreeva serves again. Serving to the forehand, Baptiste return goes long. There's the first set, 6-4. I'll tell you, Andreeva didn't really get troubled on serve too much. Baptiste got broken the one time. And that was it. Yeah, don't put scores in the chat. Especially when they're wrong. Okay, first in the bag. 6-4 Andreeva. First set in the bag. Very close set, though. Nothing really that Baptiste did wrong. It's just just that break, really. 11 winners, 16 errors from Baptiste. 9 winners, 7 errors from Andreeva. Just a little bit cleaner. Andreeva won 100% of first serve points, which is insane. How are you going to break someone that wins all their first serve points? No break points against Andreeva. Only the 2 against Baptiste, and that was the difference with Baptiste getting broken. But yeah, Andreeva on serve. She is hard to win points against. Super hard to win points again. All right. Andreeva 16 for 16 on break points. I know, right? Crazy. All right. First set in the bag. Thank you, Cam, for all your efforts. You make tennis even more enjoyable to experience. Hey, that's happy to be here. How do these experts come up with who wins every time? Everyone is so talented. Who are these? I don't know what you're talking about, experts. Like, who are you mentioning? Who are the experts that you're talking about? I feel like the word expert's being used a lot today. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about, like, on the TV? Are you talking about, like, ex-professionals? Like Andy Roddick obviously is an expert. He's been there, done that. He has more expertise, right? But, like, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Anyways, first serve is a fault from Baptiste. Second serve, like sports broadcasts. I mean, again, but like, are they like? I didn't hear anybody on the TV, for me anyway, say that this was not going to be close. But not Cam, unfortunately. Bro, if I start claiming I'm an expert, somebody got to check in. As it a backhand return from Andreeva goes long, 15-0. What experts? Everyone's usually wrong. All right, 15-0. As the return goes in the net. 30-15. 30-15. But for the record, I did say Andreeva was going to win. So just like, yeah. So Julian, can you just check yourself? People think you're an expert. Do I look like an expert? Honestly, chat, do I look like a tennis expert to you? 30-15. Chat, do I seem like I am do I look like a tennis expert to you? You're all very generous. Thank you. Hair expert. Yep. 40-15. As we get a forehand in the net from Baptiste. 40-30. You look like a chill guy streaming tennis. That's it. All right. 40-30. Bit of fault from Baptiste, second serve. Yeah, I like the word guru better. Backhand return goes in to the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand now from Andreeva to the backhand of Baptiste. To the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand into the forehand of Andreeva. To the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste, it's a winner. Beautiful shot. Cross court, 1-love. I mean, I have been on TV, so does that count? For my tennis expertise, I was on TV last year. So, humble brag. Yeah, I'm a tennis guru. That sounds like I'm going to sell you a course or something. That sounds like I'm grifting. Hang on. I don't know if we can use the word guru. I don't like that word. I don't think that's not a good word. We're going to use a different word. Hoarding expert. Hey! I'm a collector. How dare you? All right, back to Andreeva. 1-love. You are the best Australian tennis commentator. Do you know, Chad, did you know? Did you know? 15-love. Chad, were you aware of... Did you know? 15-love. As the return goes wide by Baptiste. $30-love. Chat, did you know that I was the 4th largest live streamer in Australia on YouTube in the month of March of 2026? 4th largest in Australia. In the whole of Australia, there's 30 million people here. Did you know that? And number 1 in sports. $30.15 in the month of March, though, just like in 2026. Specifically in sports YouTube channel. As we're backing up the line from Andreeva as a winner. And it's 40-15. 40-15. All right, 40-15. As Andreeva holds 1-0. 1-1. Anyways, thank you all for joining us and putting up with my shenanigans. 1-0, second set. Been here since 25k subs. Hey, just do it. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. As we're to find now from Baptiste. And then the volley winner up the line is too good. It's 15-love. 15-love. As we're to serve down the tee of fault. Second serve. Second serve, Baptiste. Into the point of Andreeva. Good return. Baptiste goes up the line with a backhand, but missed it long. 15-0. Baptiste just did one of those kind of like things you do when your legs are sore. You kind of like move your legs. in a certain way. You wonder if she's maybe feeling a little bit sore from the last. I mean, she played a pretty long match, the last one. Emotionally draining, physically draining. She serves an ace, though. 30-15. Baptiste is actually not playing that bad at all. Oh, no. Andreeva is serving ridiculously good. Like, very, very tough for her to break Andreeva. So Baptiste, all the pressure's on her serve. So you try and just keep a hold. 30-15. Serve to the back end of Andreeva. Andreeva in the net. 40-15. As we just serve again from Baptiste. Andreeva slices it back. Baptiste comes in with a drive volley. Andreeva overruns it and has to hit a forehand over into the net. And it's 2-1. I can read. 2-1. Chat, where are we watching from? I need to know. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat. Let's see if we can every country. Let's see if we can cover every country. How many countries are there? Like 260? We got Canada, Houston, Brazil, Singapore, Michigan, New York, Florida, Arizona. We got Singapore, San Francisco. We've got Iowa, New Orleans. We got Germany, Mexico, Denmark, Colorado. Yes! Let's go. We got Philippines, UAE, USA, Boston, Indiana, Bahrain, Poland. We got Ireland, Japan, Cincinnati, Sweden, Dominican Republic. We got Sydney, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Massachusetts, China, Portugal, France, Tokyo. We got Indonesia. We got China. We've got Peru, Brazil, Grenada, Liverpool, Philippines, Panama, Kazakhstan, Cape Town, Manchester, Italy, Green Bay, Paris, Monte Carlo, Perth, Paraguay, Jamaica, Nairobi, Chicago. All right, 2-1. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like the video, too, because we're almost at 400 likes. Come on, we can get to 500 likes by the end of this set. Come on, 500 should be the minimum. Thank you, everybody, for joining for all around the world. Worldwide. That's the sport. Tennis is worldwide. As with a 4-1 winner from Andreeva, and it's 15 love. Just joined from North Carolina. There we go. All right, 15 love. Serve again from Andreeva. Here's a fault. Second serve. Oh, the Z trains into the double semis. Ooh, really? All right. Keep an eye on the Z train. 4-1 rally. Baptiste on the stretch goes up the line to the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste. One-handed backhand slice goes long. And it's 30 love. 30 love. All right, Andreeva serves again. Andreeva serves again. Serving to the corner. Baptiste, great return. Andreeva gets there with a slice, but it's wide. 30-15. 30-15. Congrats on the 295k subs. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're trying to get to 300 by the end of the year. Chat, what do you think we'll get to by the end of the year? What's a number? Let's see if anyone can guess it. It's like guessing the beans in the jar, right? How many subs do you reckon will be at the end of the year? Maybe we should do a giveaway for if somebody guesses right. How many subs will we be at the end of the season? And like closest wins a prize. All right, 40-15. I don't know how we'd monitor that, but I don't know how we do that, but maybe we can do that if I can figure out how. Because I can't like just write down everyone's entry because there's going to be like thousands, hundreds of people, right? So maybe I'll figure out some way that'd be kind of fun. Backhand rally. As with a forehand now from Andreeva. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits it long. 2-0. Pardon me. All right, 2-2. All right. All right, 15 love. All right, as Baptiste hits an error, and it's 15-0. All right, is that double fault from Baptiste? All right. Serve again. As the return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Backhand now from Andreeva. Baptiste. Oh, forehand goes wide. All right. Andreeva with a chance to get the break here in the second. As we just serve into the back of Andreeva, return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits it out. There's the break. 3-2. Andreeva kind of cruising in this one. 3-2. All right. All right, I think I figured out how to do it, chat. All right. All right, let's see if this works. All right. You cannot, by the way, chat, just so you know, you can only submit one answer and you can't edit it. So make sure that if you make this, whatever you predict the answer to be, make sure it's, make sure you get it right, but you get it you right the first time because there's no editing because there's no coming back from this. Like, because you can't go back at the end of the year and change your answer at the end of the year. You could get mugged as a prize. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we could give some merch out as a prize, for sure. Anyways, back to Andreeva. She's got center break. It works. All right. Cool. By the way, be more specific. Don't say like 360. Oh, actually, you know what? Do whatever you want. Because if you do say 315, then it's 315.50, then you win, right? You don't have to be like 312,285 unless you want to be. 15 love. Do whatever you want, chap. We'll see if anyone gets it right. Closest will win a prize. 15 love. As a return from Baptiste goes in the backhand of Andreeva up the line to the front of Baptiste. Andreeva slice on the stretch. Baptiste comes in with a half volley. And then a lovely pass by Andreeva. Too quick. 30 love. I'll tell you, this is probably the best Andreeva's played all week. She wasn't playing this well against Fernandez. That was a good angled forehand by Baptiste, but just underestimated the speed of Andreeva. This match will be over in 20 minutes, you reckon? All right. 299,893. Is that what your guess is? Well, then if we don't do that, then I'll be sad. If we don't get over 300k, then shit. All right, backhand to backhand rally. That goes wide by Baptiste. 40 love. $40 love. $40 love. But yeah, go chuck your responses in. All right, serve again. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand from Andreeva sliced into the net. 40-15. What should we do, chat? Should we say until entries close after Wimbledon? Should we do that? Should we make it up until Wimbledon and then after Wimbledon, no more guessing? Should we do that? Or should we do it after the French Open? Shut it down after the French. 40-15. Because we're not going to let it run until for the whole year, because then people are going to come in last minute and do it, right? That's not fair. Should we say Wimbledon or the French? After French is harder. So you have to submit an answer before the end of the French. I think after the Wimbledon final, I think is fair. After Madrid. That's savage. Anyways, 4-2 Andreeva. Now, we'll do it for after Wimbledon. Yeah, Wimbledon. After the Wimbledon final, we'll close the entries and then we'll just wait until the end of the year. And then at the very end of the year, it'll be announced. Can you change your answer until then? No, because then, no. Actually, do I... let me check. I don't want people to change their answer, though. I'd rather just be like... Because then if you made an answer and then by Wimbledon we've passed it, I mean, I don't know. We'll wait and I'll see. I'll maybe. I can flick a switch that says you can change your answer, so we'll see how it goes. Once we get to 300k, no more guesses. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Maybe that's what we'll do. Once we get to 300k, if we get there, but we might not get there until US Open though. All right. Baptiste with a little bit of luck off the net and it's for 30 love. Anyways, let's get back to this match. Because Andreeva is very close to making the final. Yeah, we'll do after Wimby, I think. After Wimbledon. That's only in I mean, it gives a couple of weeks. A few weeks, right? Give us a chance to change window. All right, you can change your answer until up to the French, and then after the French, you can't change your answer. How about that? All right, is that fair? You can change. Somebody try and change their answer because see if it works. Yeah, we'll do. Okay, French Open is the last time you can change your answer. So if you've submitted by then, after that, I'm gonna switch it off. And then Wimbledon's the entries closed. I think that's good. And then it gives me 6 months to figure out what the prize is. Lovely winner up the line from Baptiste, 40 love. Yeah, then it'll give me a good 4 or 5 months to figure out what the prize is. How do you see it? There's a link there should be a link in the chat. There it is. I'll make a command as well so that people can use that whenever they need to. All right, forehand from Andreeva off the tape is long, and it's 4-3. Baptiste holds, but Andreeva has the set and the break. All right. All right, let me see if this works. So this is the command if you ever want to try and fill the form or you want to make the change. There we go. Did it work though? Did switching it change? Can you edit it? Just hit edit your response. Does it work? 2 Australian Open tickets. Yeah, but if you're not in Australia, that's a terrible prize. What, and then you've got to fork out airfares and stuff. I'm not doing that. Hey, whoa! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Anyone else hear that? What was that? I don't know what that was. Anyways, thank you for the Oh, was that the super sticker that made that noise? Hey, thank you, Sugar, for the €5. Appreciate that. Was that the super sticker? Is that what that was? That surprised me. That doesn't usually happen. All right, here we go. 4-3. Andreeva with a set and a break. Has got a backhand pass, but Andreeva volleys it away. And it's 15-love. Lovely volley by Andreeva. But did the editing work? It works? Okay, good. All right. Somebody went real specific with their answers. I love it. Forehand slice by Andreeva's a lob. Smash from Baptiste. Andreeva with a slice again. Baptiste with a volley winner. And it's 15-0. Somebody said 502,000. If we get to 502,000, I'll give a lot of prizes. That's crazy. I love the optimism. Thank you. That's very that would be crazy. If we got to $500,000 by the end of the year, Andy Roddick must have given us a shout out or something. 15-0. As Andreeva serves again. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Return goes the forehand of Andreeva. Baptiste with a slice. Goes in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Six points from the final. All right, serve again. And the return goes in the net, 40-15. Serve again from Andreeva. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits it out. All right, 5-3. I'll tell you, this is pretty straightforward so far. Unless we now it's going to be an epic, but that's fine. I'm happy with that. 5-3 Andreeva. This has been very straightforward. Like a break in each set. Andreeva's not been challenged on serve. Like this has been very, very much Yeah, Andreeva's just kind of done her job. Why is my couch in a cage? So that people don't sit on it. And puppies don't sit on it. All right, 5-3. Serve to the forehand of Andreeva. Back in now from Baptiste. Goes long. All right, 15. Love 15. Love 15. Serving to the backhand of Andreeva. Return goes into the front of Baptiste. Andreeva slice. Baptiste volley. Winner. 15-0. Nice hitting from Baptiste to the net. 15-0. Serve again. Serves a fault. Is Mia still a puppy? Mia will always be a puppy, even at 15 years old. 15-0. Can Mia even jump that high? Yes. Mia has got some springs in her paws. Double fault. She is like a cat. She can jump. 15-30. Is it a fault second serve? Second serve, Baptiste. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Backhand of Baptiste. Again, the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand. Again to the Andreeva backhand. They're just going cross court. As Baptiste off the tape. Andreeva gets it back. Slice Baptiste down the line. Into the front of Andreeva. Andreeva hits it out. Good slice. Very nice slice. Great change up. And great accuracy. Just such a perfect placement on that slice too. 30-0. Beautiful shot from Baptiste. That's why we need her to keep doing well, because we don't have Jabeur right now. Obviously, Barty's not around. You know, someone with that kind of shot, you know, with that kind of finesse and those kind of placements. We need players like that with that variety. We don't need everybody to play like that, but Baptiste definitely has that in her as we get a volley goes long by Baptiste. And it's match point on Andreeva, 30-40. 30-40. Andreeva with match point to get to the final. And Baptiste is a hell of a run. Even if she doesn't get through this one, it's still been a run. All right, 30-40. Andreeva to make the final of Madrid. Baptiste serves. Into the back of Andreeva. Return goes forward to Baptiste. Andreeva on the stretch. Goes in the net. And we get the deuce. Repertoire. That's what I was to hear. I couldn't find the words, and that was the word. All right, deuce. Serve again from Baptiste. Match point saved. That's a fault. Second serve. All right, second serve. Andreeva looking to attack. Second serve into the forehand of Andreeva. Return is good. Baptiste gets the backhand. And then Andreeva backhand in the net. That was a weird set of shots. Andreeva's shot was a bit weird. Baptiste's shot was a bit shanky. And then Andreeva's shot was in the bottom of the net. Strange. Advantage Baptiste. She sticks around for now. As we get a backhand. Nope, that's a fault. Second serve. All right, second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Fought it from Baptiste. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste with the forehand cross court. Goes long. We're back to deuce. Back to deuce. Serve again. As Baptiste serves. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Backhand of Baptiste up the line. Andreeva with a slice in the net. All right, advantage Baptiste to make Andreeva serve for the match. Do you ever sit on that couch? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. All right, return from Andreeva is good to the backhand of Baptiste. Andreeva slice. Up the line. Baptiste gets it with a forehand. Slice again, Andreeva. As Baptiste forehand cross-court winner. All right. Baptiste saved the match point. She knows how to do that and win matches. And now she's going to force Andreeva to serve for this match. By the way, chat, just to I'm not jinxing anything. I'm just saying, I just need to set the stage, right? I'm not jinxing anything. There's no such thing as curses. I'm not trying to jinx anything. Just relax, all right? I'm not trying to jinx anything. But Andreeva has not been broken. She hasn't even faced a break point. She has been flawless for the entire match. So she should hold serve easily. Or at least she should hold serve and get the job done. She should win this 4-4. She hasn't even been troubled on serve yet. I'm just sad to people are just coming in, all right? I'm just saying these things because people are coming into here for the first time going, hey, Cam, what's happening? Is Andreeva going to get broken? From the first 2 sets? No. From the first 1.5 sets? No. She shouldn't get broken. She has not even faced a break point. So, I have to set the stage so that everybody knows what's going on. I'm putting context. It's context, all right? It's context. Let's see if she can continue her great serving and finish the job. There is no reason why she shouldn't. I have it. There's no such thing as curses. Shut up. There's no curse. Here we go. Andreeva's going to serve for the match. Here we go. Andreeva serves. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits it out. 15-love. 15-love. Serve again from Andreeva. 3 points away. As we have a fault second serve. Serve is a double fault. That's the first double fault of the match, by the way. 15-all. First serve's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Andreeva, forehand from Baptiste. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand slice. Is into the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand again. To the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste up the line, backhand. As Andreeva slices it back, Baptiste comes to the net with a forehand, and then the backhand pass is too good by Andreeva. 30-15. 2 points away. 30-15. Great backhand. It wasn't a bad approach. Wasn't a bad approach by Baptiste, but Andreeva just perfect down the line. Didn't even give Baptiste a chance. All right, 30-15. Serve. Out wide, great serve. Return goes in, though. And Andreeva missed the smash! It's 30 all. Serving the back of Baptiste. Return goes in the front of Andreeva. Baptiste gets us right with a pass. No, Andreeva stays back. Backhand cross court. Andreeva now with the forehand of the stretch. Can't get it. It's the first break point of the match. 30-40. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm ruined. Oh, no. They're all going to say, oh, there is a curse. This can't be happening. 30-40. First break point of the match. Surprise. Somehow. I don't know how it happened. This is crazy. 30-40. Serve goes in the forehand of Baptiste. Return the forehand of Andreeva. Baptiste on the stretch. As Andreeva gets it back with a backhand from Baptiste. Andreeva backing up the line to the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva puts up a lob. In comes Baptiste. Andreeva with another lob. It goes wide. I can't. It's 5-all. 5-all. The match continues. You're welcome. All right. As with a serve in the net by Baptiste. Second serve. As the backhand goes into the backhand of Andreeva. Backhand from Baptiste. And Andreeva's backhand goes long. Love 15. She is the match point saving queen after all. 15 love. 15 love. As Baptiste serves. To the forehand of Andreeva. Return to the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva forehand. Baptiste with a lovely pickup on Andreeva with a pass, but Baptiste is all over the net. Beautiful volley. 30 love. 30 love. It's okay, Cam. No, I know it's okay. It's everything's fine. I don't know what anyone's. I don't know what's going on. Everything's fine. 30 love. I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I picked Andreeva in 3 anyway, so it's fine. Everything's fine. 40 love. Baptiste. Baptiste serves. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Return the backhand of Baptiste. Drop shot in the net. 40-15. All right, 40-15. Baptiste to take the lead. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Andreeva hits it out, 6-5. By the way, it's not a curse unless she wins, all right? It's not a curse unless she wins. All right. Andreeva's going to serve to stay in the set now. All right, how we going? What's going on? By the way, David, are you okay? We're not even watching Eala, and you're like yapping. Are you okay? She's playing next week. Come back next week if you want to watch Eala. I feel like you need to relax, buddy. You should... by the way, I am the #1 live streamer in the sports category on YouTube in Australia in the month of March, so I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Bro came in here like he doesn't know. You should know that I am. So, but come back and watch the Eala next week if you're so obsessed. What's that Mariah Carey song? Why are you so obsessed, mate? Eala has a lot of fans. And some of them don't like her, but they're still fans. It's weird. That's right. Baptiste fluke continues. That's not true. It's not a fluke if you do it 3 times. Cam's working the dark arts. Hexed poor Mirra. I'm sorry. Am I a wizard? Do I look like a wizard? Don't answer that. All right. Andreeva serving to get to a tiebreak. She served for the match. She actually had a match point. I think. Wait, did she have a match point? I can't remember. I blocked it out of my memory. I don't remember. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened. I'm pretty sure that Baptiste was always winning. And nobody said anything else, about anything. Love 15. That goes wide by Andreeva. She had 1 match point. She did have it was before she served for it. She had a match point. She had a match point on the Baptiste serve. All right. Love 15. Baptiste gets it back. Forehand from Andreeva. Baptiste going to put up a lob, but it's not going to go anywhere. 15-0. You are a wizard? I am a wizard. Am I a wizard? Maybe I am a wizard. First serve's a fault, second serve. $15-0. As we get a backhand now from Baptiste into the backhand of Andreeva up the line. That's a great shot. Maybe I am a wizard. Mirra, am I a wizard? No, she's asleep. All right. $30-15. Lovely backhand up the line from Andreeva. As Baptiste hits the return long, it's 40-15. 40-15. Andreeva to take us to a tiebreak. As the return goes into the backhand of Andreeva. That's a winner. All right, chat. Oh, no, I forgot this is not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, no, I forgot that it's not going to work. I forgot that it's not. Oh, no, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh, no. I forgot that it's not going to. I don't know how to display it on the screen. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't fixed it yet. Anyways, who's winning the tiebreak? Let me know. I gotta figure out the thing. I gotta figure it out. Anyways. Who's winning the tiebreak? As we find out from Baptiste, the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste, inside in forehand winner. Beautiful shot. And it's 15. It's 1-love. Because we're in a tiebreak. 1-0. 1-0. Andreeva to serve. Remember that when that person in the chat said this match is really straightforward? And it wasn't, I didn't say that. It was someone in the chat. I read it on the chat. Remember how somebody in the chat said it and I read it? Andreeva goes long, 2-love. Well, that person was wrong. Seriously. That person was so wrong. It definitely wasn't me, though. I know better not to say things like that. 2-0. As Baptiste gets a mini break. Serve out wide of the front of Baptiste. Return is good. Andreeva gets it back with the backhand. Slice Baptiste. Into the back of Andreeva up the line. To the front of Baptiste. Andreeva's in trouble. Baptiste. Forehand again. Inside out winner. 3-love Baptiste. She's a tiebreak queen as well. Double mini break. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. I'm going to call HR because I'm getting bullied by chat. I don't like this. 3-love. Stop bullying me. Serve. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Backhand of Baptiste. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste with a slice. Andreeva backhand again to the backhand of Baptiste. It's a drop shot. Andreeva's going to get there with a slice up the line, but she's going to hit it long. 4-love. Baptiste. 4-0. All right. 4-0, chat. If she wins this set, I'll wear the hat. 4-0. Certified wizard. Chat, I'm not a tennis expert. I'm a tennis wizard. What can I say? I'll take it. I'll be a tennis wizard over a tennis guru. We'll go with a wizard. Serving to the backhand of Baptiste. Now goes in the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand again up the line. Goes long. It's 4-1. 4-1. One of the mini breaks returned. All right, 4-1. Can you please say that the weather in England is going to be terrible for the bank holiday weekend? Please say it. What? What do you mean? Backhand? What? There's been a backhand up the line from Andreeva. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Slice now into the back, into the forehand slice of Andreeva. Slice again, Baptiste. Andreeva, forehand up the line's a winner, and it's 4-2. They change ends. Andreeva with a lovely shot. Baptiste tried to throw a racket to it. It didn't work. I thought you were going to say, can you please say it's coming home? Because England are going to win the World Cup this year. I thought that's what you were going to ask me to say. It's coming home? Is that... No? Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? Isn't there like... There's a song about it. I'm pretty sure they made a song, right? It's catchy. Anyways, 4-2. It's still a mini break for Baptiste. All right, 4-2. As Andreeva serves. Into the back of Baptiste. Return is short. Andreeva forehand. Up the line winner. 4-3 Baptiste. Andreeva holds her serves. All right, back to Baptiste. She's still got a mini break. All right, back to Baptiste. Serving to the backhand of Andreeva. Baptiste backhand. Into the backhand of Andreeva up the line. That's a great shot. Baptiste slices it back. And it goes long. It's 4-all. Nice fight back from Andreeva. Scripted. Is it? How do you know? Do you have the script? What? Don't spoil it. 4-all? Who gave you the script? That's crazy. I thought that was only for like certain people. As we return into the forehand of Baptiste. That's a great shot. Inside in forehand. Wrong foot's Andreeva 5-4. I thought it was only like you had to like know people inside on the inner circle to get that. How'd you get it? It's crazy. Who do you know who do you know? How'd you know? I haven't seen you at any of the meetings. 5-4. Andreeva serves. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Return the forehand of Andreeva. Oh no, she hit it out. 6-4 Baptiste. 2 set points to take us to a third. Who could have seen this coming? All right, it's Andreeva to serve. Andreeva serves. A fault. Second serve. Chat, she's only hit one double fault for the entire match. Second serve goes in. To the backhand now, Andreeva. Forehand now from Baptiste. Into the backhand of Andreeva is Baptiste backhand. Andreeva goes up the line. Baptiste with a forehand back up the line. Slice Andreeva is going to go in. to the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva just hanging on. Baptiste comes to the net with a forehand up the line. Andreeva lob. Baptiste lets it bounce and it goes in. Great rally. Both players super nervous. And it's still a set point for Baptiste. Now it's on her serve. I'll tell you, Baptiste had a couple of chances there to hit a little bit harder, but she sort of went with the bit of a softer shot to just make sure it went in. All right, Baptiste. Set point number 2. It's on her serve. Can she finish this set with an ace or an unreturnable? She serves. No, she doesn't. She changed her mind. Now she serves. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Return to the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva, forehand in the open court. Goes into the forehand of Baptiste. She gets it back. Now Andreeva goes up the line to the backhand of Baptiste. Andreeva, backhand up the line. Andreeva now with a forehand up the line. Baptiste is just hanging on. We go backhand to backhand. Now Baptiste back in the rally. Forehand now from Andreeva again to the backhand of Baptiste. Cross court in the net from Baptiste. 6-all. They change ends. Oh, man. Baptiste did well to defend, and then she got back in the rally and then started to hit, but then Andreeva gets the errored backhand. And it's 6-all. 2 set points have been saved. A match point's been saved as well. That was way back at 5-3 in the set. All right. Baptiste serves again. Who's going to get the next one?
Will Andreeva win in Madrid be more impressive than her win in Indian Wells, Dubai?
Great question. Probably not as good as Indian Wells, but good question. Indian Wells, she beat like Sabalenka. She beat, Swiatek and stuff. We'll talk about that if she wins. But good question. I think Indian Wells still takes the cake, even if she wins this from now on. All right, 6-all. As Baptiste serves, she just had 2 set points. And she serves again. She serves. A fault. Second serve, Baptiste. Serving to the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Baptiste. Into the forehand slice of Andreeva. Baptiste. Forehand winner. I don't know why Andreeva hit a slice forehand that short, because Baptiste was like, really? I'm just going to hit a winner. 7-6. Baptiste with a set point number 3. That was just a weird shot for Andreeva to go for. By the way, chat, we're at 500 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 300,000 by the end of the year. Serve now down the tee. Ace! From Andreeva. 7-all. Beautiful serve. Straight down that line. All right. 7-7. As Andreeva serves. Baptiste has had 3 set points. All right. Andreeva serves. To the back of Baptiste. She shanks it wide. And Andreeva gets another match point. 8-7 to Andreeva. To get out of here in straight sets and to get to the final in Madrid. But it's on Baptiste's serve, like it was the first time she had a match point. All right, 8-7, Andreeva. Baptiste to serve. Into the backhand is an ace. What a serve. Just a big, flat serve out wide. Just bang. 8-all. Beautiful serve. Down match point. That's clutch. All right, 8-all. Serve to the forehand of Andreeva. Return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva backhand. On the baseline to the forehand of Baptiste again. And then Andreeva up the line with a backhand winner. Whoa. Andreeva smokes it and gets another match point. And this one's on her serve. That was just too good. 2 great backhands. Cam, did you really love tennis? Did I? I still do. All right. 9-8. Andreeva to take her spot in the final. It's on her serve. Third match point. She serves. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Good return. Andreeva gets it with the backhand. Baptiste backhand into the forehand of Andreeva. Into the backhand of Baptiste. Andreeva backhand. Deep into the forehand of Baptiste. Andreeva on the attack. Baptiste backhand up the line though. Goes long! And Andreeva gets the win! 10-8 in the tiebreak. And she screams after that because she knew that could have been tough. Had she have gone 3, I know a record would have been broken. But Baptiste, what a run. What a run from Baptiste. She'll probably be seeded at the French, right? She's definitely going to be locked in to the seeds, which means she doesn't have to play a big name until the third round. So that's going to be great. Good reward for her. Andreeva's into the final, though. She gets it done in a close second set. And she looks so happy, Andreeva. I mean, that was relief, right? That was relief. Because if she goes 3, we know what Baptiste could have done. We saw that against Sabalenka. All right. GG's. Cam, you're not a wizard, sorry. Yeah, fine. All right, Baptiste will be back again. We know that. She's had a really good couple of months, not just this week. She had a good month. She had a good run in Miami as well. So, yeah, Baptiste is showing what she's got. And she does have that variety that's really good on the clay. I mean, look at someone like Ons Jabeur. We've been comparing her to Jabeur for the last year or so. She probably has a bigger serve than Ons, though. But she definitely has that same sort of finesse and has been, carving up the clay this week. So watch out for her in Rome as well. Because in Rome, she could definitely do some damage there as well. But Mirra gets it done. She's in the final. Joshua!
Mirra, that my girl right there.
Hey, thank you for the 2. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We've still got 2 matches tonight. Zverev versus Kaboli. Will he be able to beat the Kabuli? And then we've got the winner. We've got the other semi-final to see who plays Andreeva in the final. Andreeva showed great mental strength in the tiebreak. Yeah, she's actually been. We've said it a few times this year. She's actually been so much better with that mental side of the game this year. Yeah, she still throws rackets. Yeah, she still gets angry and still yells, but she has been able to get over those she had a match point. She served for the match. She got broken. Conchita Martin has gone crazy. She's loving that. Love that for her. But yeah, she's actually feels like she has matured a little bit this year. And she's not letting those matches slide. Like she usually, 12 months ago, she would have lost that match, right? Gets broken, probably wouldn't have even got to the tiebreak, would have got broken 7-5, and then Baptiste would have won the match and Andreeva would have broken rackets, right? So she is definitely starting to, not dwell on those, missed chances, right? She hasn't won every match, right? In February, she had a couple of devastating losses in Dubai and Doha. Remember how she lost to Mboko and Andreeva in a close third set? But besides those, I mean, there's been matches all throughout the last couple of weeks where she's gotten much better. Also, she's on a crazy streak. She won the title in Linz. She made the final of Stuttgart, right? And now she's she made the semis of Stuttgart, and now she's into the final of Madrid. I mean, is she winning the clay season? She must be. She must be winning the clay season. Have you ever thought of commentating football matches? Nope. There's enough people doing that. You don't need me to jump in. What, an Australian who doesn't know anything about soccer, and you're going to get me talking about what, Arsenal? Yeah, I've got other things to do. I'm too busy. Mirra versus Kostyuk, nice to watch, so thrilling. And she got to win first, though, Kostyuk. Because Potapova is no joke. All right, Andreeva's saying she's got a lot of adrenaline after that. So happy that she saved all the set points and won. Her serve was on fire today, Andreeva. Besides that one game that came out of nowhere that nobody could even predict, That one game at the end of the second set where she got broken for the first time, double faulted for the first time, and it had absolutely nothing to do with me at all because I'm not a magician. She's also in the semis of the doubles. Oh, is she? With maybe that's the key. Playing with Schneider is the key. Getting back together with Schneider in the doubles is the key. Yeah, so she's playing Siegemund and Zvonareva. Jeez, that must be... Hang on a second. So she's playing Zvonareva and Siegemund, who are both over 35. And Schneider and Andreeva two of the younger players. That's a crazy... That's a crazy doubles matchup. Andreeva's I want to forget about tennis and do something else. So Conchita's gonna watch the other. They asked if she's gonna watch the second match, and she's like, "No, I'm gonna go do something else." she's like, "No, I'm gonna do something else," and the coach is gonna watch. I will pay money with Cam's curse. There's no such thing. I don't know what you're saying. You have the hat. You're a wizard. Okay. Potapova, the lucky loser, might later be the lucky winner. There, maybe. Where's Andreeva in the French Open favorites? Gosh, she's got to be top 5, right? She's got to be top 5. I still think it's Sabalenka. I still think you got to say Sabalenka, Gauff. Not in this order, by the way. Sabalenka, Gauff, Swiatek, Raducanu, and then Andreeva. I think that's the 5. But after this week, and maybe going to Rome, we can then because we haven't seen, we've only seen one match for one tournament for Sabalenka. She's still got to be the favorite though, right? We've only seen, I guess a couple of matches. Rome will definitely shape things up, but she's got to be at least top 5. She might be ahead of Swiatek, like I said, not in that order. She might be ahead of Swiatek. She might be ahead of Coco, right? But she's definitely got to be top 5. Top 5 favorite for sure. Potapova came into the tournament as lucky loser. Yep, she did. Mirra's the Mike Tyson of tennis. Her coach is telling her she can win and be the world champion. Yeah. I'll tell you, the reaction from Conchita Martinez, just waving her hands around after that win, that was awesome. Because I'll tell you, chat, and I can tell this from what I see in the chat. Whenever Andreeva loses a close match, which she did in February, so many people were calling for new coach. She needs to change. Everything needs to be different. Get rid of the coach. Change her attitude. Blah, blah, blah. And I can't, it always happens, right? Whenever somebody loses 2 matches or doesn't win a tournament for a while, it's But it's so, obviously they would see that because people say it here, but I couldn't imagine what's going on Twitter and shit, right? But it's so nice that it's they're kind of going, yeah, we don't need to change anything. We're fine. And Andreeva's been great this year. She just had some really tough losses, right? That Siniakova loss, that was the big one. The one in Indian Wells, when people were just freaking out about her, oh, Conchita's not good enough. That's BS. Come on now. Come on. Who's she going to get otherwise? They're showing again. She's had that tough loss. She had a couple of tough losses in February, like I said. But now Andreeva's I'm doing just fine. It's just been a little bit of unlucky losses, right? Is Fiance going to be all right for Roland Garros? Yeah, she'll be fine. It was just a what do you call it? There was just an illness going around, so she'll be fine. If she's still sick by Roland Garros, then it's probably something really serious. Paolini top 5 to win Rome? Not at this stage. She just hasn't shown the form. Doesn't have any form, really. Do you like football? I mean soccer. Yeah, I go for Arsenal. Mirra and Kostyuk in the final? No, maybe. Potapova's there, though. Potapova can win. She'll be playing great this week. Swiatek's confidence at a low point? Yeah, but I still feel like Roige is going to make a difference. Like, he made a difference. Like, if Andreeva's the most informed clay court player and Swiatek got the first set against her, then Swiatek's not doing terrible, right? So I know that, like, we're basing it off one, because this tournament kind of, it's hard to judge Swiatek's performance this week because she got sick and she had to retire. So I don't even know if Madrid really counts for Swiatek. If she doesn't do well in Rome, then we got to question things. But she had a great run in, she had a really good run in Stuttgart, the smallest event, that goes for like 2 minutes, right? But she took a set off Andreeva. And if we're saying that Andreeva is the most informed clay courter and Swiatek was able to push her to 3, you got to give Swiatek a little credit for that. We'll see what happens in Rome with Swiatek, but I still feel like with Roige, she's going to be like, it's going to get a lot better. I think the low point was after Miami, and now it's going to be up from here. Even if she does lose some ranking points, I still think Swiatek's, it's going to only get better for her. Is Zverev next? Yeah, but he's in like 2 hours. Because the schedule is rough. What's up with Pegula? She just had a tough loss this week to somebody who's been playing really well. Pegula didn't... By the way, this was Pegula's first clay court tournament since she won Charleston, right? And Charleston's not European clay, so it's hard to say like, oh, well, you win Charleston, you win the French. It's like, it's not nothing, but it's not, it's not like playing... She didn't play Stuttgart, so it's hard to judge. And she lost to Kostruk, who might make the final. So, look, what's up with Pegula? Nothing. She just had a tough draw and lost to the player that could make the final. So, yeah. Everything comes down to Rome. And we're going to... Once Rome is starting up and starting to get through Rome, we can then make a lot of those questions will be answered in Rome. Like, who's playing well, who's not playing well. Because you got to have at least like 2 or 3... You got to have at least 3 tournaments. 2 minimum to like figure out where somebody's form's at, right? At least on clay. On grass, it's like you just got to guess. Just guess, Why do they make the matches actually so late? Apparently because of the Spanish way of life. Isn't that what people said last year and she won Wimbledon? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just have to say when in Rome. Well, that's exactly what we have to say. Cam, take a nap, please. You need it. You need to be 100% for the 3 hours Zverev match. Why would I take a nap? I'm just gonna be fine. Do I look tired? Do I sound tired? Do I sound tired? I'll be fine. What does Spanish way of life mean? Like having a siesta and everything like I went to Barcelona like before and everything like kicks off at like 11 o'clock p.m. Like nothing, like they never do. Like I remember that, like I went on there over a weekend and people were like getting ready to go out at midnight. And it was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, it's not. 8 o'clock is an early start for Spain, I guess. Whoever wins the French must beat Raducanu or Sabalenka. Otherwise, the French Open final will be those two. Well, maybe. Similar to Italy, is it? Poor Zverev, no matter he wins, there will be Sinner. He doesn't let him win. Otherwise, anything, I feel sorry for him. Well, we'll see. Arthur Feast is still in the draw. Just relax. RG is most difficult tournament with the altitude almost 6 kilometers above sea level. RG? It's not the most difficult tournament with altitude. Madrid is. Madrid's the altitude. Roland Garros is not altitude. I hope Feast can take a set at the very least. Oh, yeah. That'd be so much fun. Who do you like seeing win Roland Garros? Who would you like to see win Roland Garros? Who would I like to see? I mean, Swiatek. I would love to see her win. I would love that. I feel like her winning would be... I would love that. Because I think that would just, like, again, it would just show, like, how good of a clay courter she is. Like, that would be so cool. To see her, like, getting closer and closer to that record of clay court, like, Roland Garros titles, it'd be epic. But I'm not attached to her. If she doesn't win, I'm not going to cry. Like, I would love to see Sabalenka get the French. I would love to see Coco go back-to-back. Love to see Raducanu get that one. And then she only got... I mean, it would be cool to see Sabalenka or Raducanu win to then only need one more for the Korea Slam. Like, that would be fun. Because we haven't had a Korea Slam on the women's side for a long time. At least a decade, right? Serena, Sharapova, and then, like, way back in the 90s, I think, right? So it would be cool to have, like, one of them have a chance. Barty had 3 out of 4 and she retired. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind them winning. And I think if Sabalenka wins RG and then we go to Wimbledon with her looking for the Korea Slam, that would be something special. Especially because she's got to win Wimbledon eventually. So, yeah, so I'm not attached. I would love Swiatek for her clay legacy to win it. But also, there's a lot of other players that could win and that would be really, really fun to see as well. Hurkacz wins 3-1 against Nava. Good win. Restore order to the clay Swiatek. Yeah. On the men's side, Fonseca. You know why? Or Zverev. Actually, no, you know what? No, Zverev. I won't make a joke. I was going to make a joke. I would like to see Zverev win it. I think Zverev winning it would be obviously a long time coming, but I think it would be really, really... I know some people won't find it people don't like Zverev for reasons, but I don't know. It would feel like almost like the tennis world just had like a sigh of relief. Like, finally he did it. You know, and he chipped away. It took him forever, but he got there. Like, I wouldn't mind him getting it. Or Sinner, for the historic reason. Or Djokovic for 25. You know what? Screw that. None of them. Fonseca. I'm going Fonseca. None of the above. Fonseca. By the way, chat, thank you everybody who has chucked in responses for the guessing game for the subscribers at the end of the year. If you want to put in your answer, we've made rules during the stream. We're gonna see who guesses the closest to how many subs we have at the end of the year. So put in your guess. You can edit your guess up until the end of the French, and then we're gonna shut that off. And entries close after Wimbledon, and there'll be a prize at the end of the year to see who gets the closest. So that's fun. That's random. I would never guess Hurkacz Berrettini would be a challenger lineup. That's crazy. Wait, are they playing tomorrow? Are they playing tomorrow? Are they playing tomorrow? They haven't. They're not playing yet. Or is it maybe the final? They must be two of the higher ranked players, though. Oh no, they are playing tomorrow. Ooh. Oh, because Berrettini's unseeded. Okay. Berrettini Hurkacz. Interesting. It'll be during. We might. We'll see. I kind of want to see that. I want to watch that. But it'll be during the men's semi, so we'll see where we... I wonder, you know what they should do? They should put it on between the first and second semi for the men's. They should put it on first and second semi. Is the schedule out for tomorrow for that? Because that would be... We could actually watch it after the first semi-final. We could watch it, and then we could watch the second semi-final. That would sit nicely in the middle there. Cam, you're a fan of both Sabalenka and Swiatek. Yeah, I am. That is true. So what is the schedule out for tomorrow? Let me check. Yeah, we do have a couple hours for the next match, so we'll get there eventually. Quarterfinal, the draw is top heavy. Yeah, it is. A tennis racket as prize? We'll see. I haven't thought of a prize. We'll figure it out later. Sinner versus Zverev will be French Open final? Yeah, maybe. Oh, so the schedule is out for tomorrow. If it's the third match on, we might be able to watch it. Do you think Potapova's got this? Maybe. What, got this match tonight or got the... Ooh. It might be on during the match we're going to watch. We'll see. I don't really want to do a doubleheader unless... I don't know. We'll watch this. We might. Because that's kind of an interesting match. Like, that's kind of a Hurkacz Berrettini. We'd probably be watching that if it was a 250 or a 500. Or even here, if it was here, we would have watched it. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to send you over the next one. And we're going to come back in 2 hours because that's the time it takes to get to the night session. Zverev versus Caboli. Ooh, it's a rematch. I'm excited for this one. This one might be my favorite match of the day. Maybe. It has potential. It definitely has potential. But jump on over there, and we'll be back to watch that one. But Andreeva avoids playing 3. She gets it done in straight sets against Baptiste. Baptiste had an incredible run, and she will be somebody to keep an eye on in the draw for Rome, and obviously at the French Open and beyond, because she has got a game that can definitely transcend clay. She's not a clay courter. She can use that game on hard courts, grass courts. I'm excited to see Baptiste on grass. That'll be really interesting. But Andreeva's in the final. We'll find out later who she's going to play because the other semifinals after the Zverev match. But Zverev Caboli coming up in about 2 hours.